The Reverend Patun applies the Buddha's teachings to reassure the frightened cubs. Legend tells that the Buddha was once visited by a famished tiger while he was meditating, and that he compassionately offered it his thigh and his arm to appease its hunger.
I calm its fears by massaging the third eye, which is one of the centers of psychic energy. It's as though you had a headache, and I release the tension with pressure on your forehead. None of the monks would have imagined, just 3 years ago, that they would be sent 7 baby tigers, one after the other. They were given names to reflect their characters: Ether, Black Cloud, Lightning, Rainbow, Sunshine, and the 2 brothers, Storm and Thunder. These tigers have kept their wild instincts, but they have become accustomed to the scent of the monks who feed and care for them. How did these big cats, in danger of extinction and protected by international conventions, end up in the monastery? Like the monastery's other 5 tigers, Storm and Thunder have a dramatic past. The cubs kept in touch with their mother with little yelps. Then, by chance, a hunter came across the tiger's tracks. A stroke of luck. The tiger's skin and bones would fetch him $100 and be sold on illegally for $30,000 in China. The tigress has scented the poacher. This is the tiger's usual tactic, skirting round the prey to take it by surprise. The poacher sold the tiger skins to a Chinese smuggler and took the cubs home. His wife, afraid both of prison and bad karma, advised him to make amends by offering the tigers to the monastery. A female, 2 males, let them free.
Since that day, the monks have gone through endless trouble to raise their wild tiger cubs. The Reverend Patun applies the Buddha's teachings to reassure the frightened cubs. Legend tells that the Buddha was once visited by a famished tiger while he was meditating, and that he compassionately offered it his thigh and his arm to appease its hunger.
I calm its fears by massaging the third eye, which is one of the centers of psychic energy. It's as though you had a headache, and I release the tension with pressure on your forehead.
In the spirit of the Buddha, everything the monks do, even the housework, is regarded as a kind of meditation. But meditation has become difficult with Sita around. Every morning at daybreak, the cubs are present at a moment of great religious importance. Once a day, the monks leave the monastery with a bowl in search of food. The monks are dependent on the lay community for all their needs: food, clothing, shelter, and medicines. After midday, the monks must eat nothing more until the following day. This is one of the 227 rules they have to observe, earning the respect of the rest of the population. For the Reverend Patun, monastic life is not a cushy job, but the starting point for a spiritual adventure. Today, he's saying goodbye to the cubs because he's going deep into the forest to meditate for more than a year.
I like to travel around to experience my fears, my anxieties, and my obsessions, and to overcome them.